Hi everyone, welcome back to Scott's Golf Centre, myself, Lovery. So today I'm with Johnny from Ping with the new G400 iron. Johnny's going to tell us a little bit about this iron. I'm really grateful he's come down today to do this. So yeah, if you'd like to tell us more about the iron.
Lovely, thanks Joe. So obviously we're really excited about the G400 product. Obviously we'll start with the iron here. It does obviously have a lot of the great technology that obviously were in G Max and G irons, obviously moving forward. But mainly, obviously, we've still got the core eye technology in the back that obviously helps to increase the face flexing to create more ball speed. Also, we've got this nice badge on the back that actually does cover the core eye technology. Last year, you could actually see the technology visibly, but this insert here has obviously got a lot of kind of dampening features in there to help improve the feel. Because obviously sometimes kind of slightly bigger irons can sort of lose that feel that we want and get
definitely
from irons like we have in the iBlade and the i200. So talk about the iBlade and the i200 as well. We also got the hydropearl chrome finish on here as well. So it does help repelling the water, so it helps you to stop the flyers in the kind of the maybe in the morning dew or when it does start raining, give you that more control and that more spin. But also helps to lower the friction by 40% of the club travelling through the ground, which is great. So the other kind of the main thing with this iron is we all know about undercut cavities in the bottom of the club, which obviously this does have, which the previous G iron did have as well. This has actually got it in under the top rail. So what it does actually do is helps to create a lot more face flexing of the face flexing backwards as a complete club rather than just the actual middle of the face flexing inwards.
Okay.
What that does help us to do is create a lot more ball speed, and also helps to actually add a bit of dynamic loft into the hit as well, which helps to create that nice high flight still.
So rather than seeing then the sort of overly powerful clubs you might see sometimes where they launch really low, you're actually still getting that height but increased power as well.
Definitely.
So make it usable as such.
Exactly. We have actually strengthened the loft by half a degree compared to the G, which I know a lot of people kind of get a bit worried when you start talking about strengthening the lofts of clubs, but actually with this added face flexing, we're actually able to have less loft and still hit it higher than we did before. So It's a really good iron for someone looking for some forgiveness and obviously a good bit of distance. So as always, obviously the normal custom fitting options, obviously so important, the length, the lie, still got a great amount of shaft options in here. Another quick note as well is we are going to be offering the Golf Pride Tour Velvet grip on here in actually 6 different colourways as well, so that's a nice little touch on there.
Perfect, thanks very much.
No worries.
So I'm hands on then with the G400 iron. So I've currently got the 8 iron in hand. First impressions, actually a really nice thin top edge. I was quite surprised because I was expecting it to perhaps look more like a G, a little bit chunkier, but actually it feels or looks a little bit more like a player's iron at the moment. Tell you what, a little bit thin, but I've got plenty of feedback, which I wasn't quite expecting. I thought it was going to perhaps feel a bit numb, but there we go. Tell there's actually a lot of feedback coming up through the shaft. It feels much similar to my new irons at the moment, which will be coming out in a video very soon. These are irons that, for me, feel like your higher handicapper is going to be able to use them, but also they're going to have something they can play into. So it's not an iron anymore that you're just going to buy and go, that's a game improver. You know, these for me, this is something the lower handicapper now is going to be able to use. And if you are a higher handicapper, you could buy these. You could use them if you're off 10. You know, you could use them if you got down to 8. And that's the great thing now. They've become so versatile, these larger clubs, that you'll be able to shape these, you'll be able to control them. So actually, very, very impressed with this iron.